Skotizo is a demonic mid-level boss located beneath the catacombs of Karen within Hosidius. In order to fight Skotizo, you must use a dark totem on the altar right after entering the catacombs, which consumes it in the process. In order to obtain a dark totem, you must combine the base, middle, and top pieces, which drop from every creature located in the catacombs, excluding ghosts. Superior Slayer creatures killed in the catacombs will additionally guarantee a totem piece. When receiving pieces of the totem, it will always drop in the order of base, middle, top, and then start looping over so you can stack them. So essentially, to farm totem pieces, I would suggest doing as many of your Slayer tasks in the catacombs as possible, while also having superiors unlocked. Though note, you don't actually have to be on task to get totem pieces from any of the NPCs within the catacombs. Another place that can drop totem pieces is the Hill Giants, Moss Giants, and Fire Giants located within the Giant's Den. This is a dungeon located west of Shazian near the lake. Unlike the actual catacombs, you're able to use a cannon inside of the Giant's Den, so you can just AFK the Giants for totem pieces. For skills, you're going to want to have at least 43 prayers so you can use Protect from melee, but ideally you have 70 prayers so you can use Piety. Then I'm going to say base 75s for melee skills, but a requirement for attack at the very least, since we're going to be using Arclight to fight Skotizo, which requires 75 attack to equip in the first place. Speaking of Arclight, Arclight is a Demon Bane weapon that deals 70% increased damage and accuracy when fighting demonic monsters. Arclight can be made by combining a Dark Light, which is obtained from the Shadows of the Storm quest, and then 3 Ancient Shards. Ancient Shards drop from all the monsters that drop totem pieces, so hopefully by the time that you get 3 totem pieces, you have the 3 Ancient Shards to make Arclight. Arclight is so good against Skotizo and essentially free to get that I'm not going to talk about any other weapons to fight Skotizo. If you are a restricted account though and you can't even equip Arclight in the first place, I guess you could try using a D-Skimmy, but you're probably going to get clubbed over the head. For the rest of the gear setup along with the Arclight, I'm showing you a very basic setup on screen and practically near what you should have minimum. If you're on a Black Demon task or Greater Demon Slayer task, you can actually use a Slayer helmet and the bonuses will count against Skotizo. Otherwise, I'm just rocking a Nezi helm. Then I got my Fire Cape on, Obsidian if you don't have it yet. Then we have an Amulet of Glory, Black D-Hide top and bottom, but use Blessed if you have that. Since Arclight is a one-handed weapon, I'm going to be bringing a Dragon Defender, and then any God Blessing for the prayer bonus, Barrow's Gloves, Climbing Boots, and to finish it off, a Warrior Ring. Now this is very bare bones, and you can make any upgrade you want, such as a Fury from Glory, Fighter Torso or Carols, and Dragon Boots maybe to start. Inventory side of things, we of course need our assembled Dark Totem, which if you get all 3 pieces of the totem and click one of them, it will assemble it. Then we have a Stamina Potion, 2 Prayer Potions, a Super Combat, a 1-click Teleport, so I'm just going to use House Tabs, and then fill the rest of your inventory with good food. I'm bringing Mana Rays. Now that we're ready to fight him in the minimum setup, and I have my stats drained down just for example, I'm going to go down into the catacombs. When you want the fight to actually begin, simply use your Dark Totem on the altar. Once in the arena, you're going to want to pray Mage and click on Skotizo. Once you reach him, pray Melee and Piety, and then dump all of your specs with Arclight. If you're attacking Skotizo in melee distance, you will always pray Melee. Anytime you run away from him, you'll want to switch to Mage. The reason you'll have to go away from him is because throughout the entire fight, Skotizo can spawn an awakened altar on either of the 4 sides of the arena. These need to be destroyed, and with Arclight, they will die in 1 hit every time, and you want to make sure you don't let all of them go up at once, as each one that's up reduces your damage to Skotizo by 15% for a total of 60% damage reduction if all 4 are up. So if one goes up, basically you're just going to want to switch to Mage, go and destroy it in 1 hit, run back, and then switch back to melee. As you can see my example kill after I destroyed the first altar, 2 more spawn in the north and west, and even the one that I just destroyed in the south spawn, and then the very last one spawned so all 4 were up. I'm just going to take the time to pray Mage and run around the arena destroying each of them. I might sneak a cheeky hit in just so we're not wasting too many attack ticks, especially if we're running by him, but since we just have 1 up right now, I am just going to come back to him and DPS. Now that you know how to destroy the altars, that's essentially all there is to the entire fight. Drink your prayer pots when your prayer goes low, stamina if your energy's low, and make sure to stay above about 30ish HP just so you don't get thumped. The only other mechanic there is in the fight is that Skotizo can summon 3 reanimated demon spawns as you see on screen. He can also summon Anku to help him fight, but as long as you're praying melee, neither the demon spawns nor Anku can deal any damage. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up the rest of the kills since all I'm doing is attacking him and destroying the altars occasionally. With this gear setup and drained stats, it did take me a few minutes to kill him, especially during the end here, but we were able to take him down with not too much hassle or food. And there's the kill, 38 KC for me, and after a few seconds the loot will spawn on the ground, and any spawns that are still up will die. I got 90k worth of death runes and 2 ancient shards, but let's take a look at the uniques and other drops that Skotizo has. So every time you kill Skotizo, there's a guaranteed chance you'll get a hard clue scroll. The only reason I didn't is because I already have one in my bank, so it won't drop a duplicate. He can then drop 1 to 5 ancient shards, as you see I got 2, and with 1 shard practically being guaranteed, as it has a drop rate of 1 in 1.3. At a drop rate of 1 in 111, Skotizo can drop 10 uncut dragon stones, or at 1 in 1k, an uncut onyx worth almost 3 million currently, and is also on the collection log. He has various other normal drops such as herbs, runes, elks, and a 1 in 5 chance at an elite clue scroll. Now for the rest of his uniques and collection log other than the onyx, at 1 in 165 Skotizo can drop the Skotizo pet, which is one of the lowest drop pets in the game. The reason it's so low is because it's taking into account the time it takes to acquire a full totem. Then there's a 1 in 200 chance at a jar of darkness, which can be put in your player owned house in the achievement gallery, or just bought and sold on the GE for about 500k. There's a 1 in 128 chance that Skotizo will drop another complete dark totem upon death, allowing you to fight him instantly again. The last unique he has is a 1 in 25 drop rate of a dark claw. This can be combined with a Slayer helmet and 1k Slayer points to make a purple Slayer helmet. And that's going to be everything to know about Skotizo. He does have 7 combat achievements, but this guide is just about killing him, especially if you never have before, but I still will list what they are on screen. If you've reached the end here, thank you for watching and make sure to like and subscribe, and see ya!